Bruh, so let me get this straight, right? You got a whole pot. You got a whole pot, but you want to grow outside the pot. That makes sense to you? That makes sense. You got a whole pot, but you want to grow, you want to bust all out the pot. That makes sense to you, huh? All right, bet. With you, what is this? Growing all into the, come on, dog. And then, what's this? What's all of this? I leave for 2 months. I leave for 2 months. And this how you act? All right, bet. Windshield, boy. We gonna do something slightly different today. I gotta do some plant maintenance. I've been away from Florida for about a month, not quite 2 months, like a month and a half. So I gotta do some plant maintenance and whatnot. So right now we about to go to our local nursery. I try to shop locally. We got a Home Depot and all that, but I try to be local. So we're gonna go to our local nursery and pick up some stuff, and then we gonna do some maintenance on some plants. First thing we need to do is I need to find something for my Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma. It's starting to trail a little bit, so I want to find like something for it to trail on, either a trellis or I might make a moss pole. I'm trying to think because it's still pretty small. I kind of do need to repot it, but it's still relatively small. But I might make a moss pole for it anyway, just because I've been kind of wanting to experiment with a moss pole anyway. I try not to get into the houseplant stuff too much with y'all because y'all like outside plants just like I like outside plants, but you know, screw it. It's some stuff I need to do anyway, so we might as well take a ride. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It's hard for me to even be up in places like this because I be nerding out, man. All these goddamn, this is hella different, you know, bromeliads and whatnot. But what we here for? We here for I need oh, they got agave. That's dope. I need coconut fiber. I need coconut fiber. All right, let's go. I'm gonna hold you. This nursery kind of dope. They got banana trees. They got what's this? That look like a papaya. Yeah, they look like papaya right here. Oh yeah, they're hard. They got some. Ooh, they got manjifera on a bit, mangoes. Yeah, this is a dope little nursery. See, I'm trying not to get distracted. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Ooh, fiddle leaf fig on a bit. Ooh, hey, look. I know y'all houseplant enthusiasts is getting mighty moist looking at this stuff. See, cause OnlyFans done banned they little pornographic stuff, but MostlyPlants is still out here, boy. Let's go. Oh, they got monsteras over there? That's crazy. They probably mad expensive too. I found mine in the wild. I don't be paying for I'm gonna leave that alone. When you live in a place like Florida, find it real hard to pay for plants. I think this stuff is hard, but I ain't dropping no $50 on no fiddle leaf fig or no monstera. All right, so look, y'all. I folded, but look here, man. It's a Alocasia Gagina. I got this for like $10. I got it for like $10, and then I got me a string of hearts, and they had it on sale for like $2. So of course I bought it. I don't even feel bad. I don't feel bad. Let's go. Now I still ain't getting no coconut fiber. We gotta go to the Home Depot or something for that. But man, look, it was either gonna be the comic book store or some plants. And I got so many comics on my reading list right now. I mean, yeah, I don't feel bad. Let's go. Out here on my porch that I need to sweep up kind of bad, but I want to clarify some comments. So when I said something about getting plants that I don't pay for, let me be very clear. We do not endorse plant poaching out here. Plant poaching is kind of screwed up, and plant poaching is affecting some species kind of heavy right now. So like one I could think of off top is what is it? Echinocactus grusonii. And echinocactus is like going through a bit of an extinction right now, actually in the wild, and people keep poaching it. So that's not quite what I'm doing here. All these syngoniums, this sage, this not really this pothos. I just took cuttings from another pothos. And this aloe I got from an offspring of another aloe I have. But like, oh, for example, like this monstera, and you see the leaves on it kind of screwed up. I got a story behind that. But Florida, you got to understand about Florida, they do a lot of planting here without regard for the natural ecology of the area. And so what happens is they plant a lot of plants that don't really belong, or they don't really know what they're gonna do in the environment that they put them in, and it's really just for the sake of quote unquote beautification, because Florida is such a big retirement community. So sometimes you get plants that are just planted in the wrong area and they're not doing very well. And so, sometimes what I'll do is, if I see a plant like that, maybe in a park or something, I'll just pluck that thing and bring it back and rehab it. And so, like, all of these syngoniums right here, I got from this park where they're basically just dying, man. So I just plucked a few out and see if I could rehab them. Even this monstera, if you look at the leaves look real bad, but that's just because something was eating it. It's actually pretty healthy. And actually, I got another monstera right here. So when I got this monstera in the environment I got it in, man, the leaves was basically falling off. So I took it, I trimmed all of the leaves back, and I just kind of nursed the root, and lo and behold, like, you see some new growth on it. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify, I'm not out here just poaching. Like, there's a method behind the madness. But let's get into these plants. All right, so boom, I got my Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma. I got this as a gift, like, I want to say probably like 2 months ago. And as you can see, it needs kind of a repot. It's in this little nursery pot right now, so I'm gonna put it in this pot proper, and I'm also gonna set it up with like a moss pole, or actually what I got was coconut fiber. I'm gonna use that as opposed to peat moss, just because it's a little bit more sustainable. That's a whole different conversation. But anyway, so that's what I'm finna get ready to do. Brief kind of specs on Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma. It's part of a Raceae. That's why, I mean, it looks like a monstera. Everybody mistakes it for a monstera, but it's not. But it's part of the same family, the Raceae family. So Rhaphidophora meaning needle bearing, I think, in Greek, and they call it that because of some cells that it produces as a these needle-like cells that it produces basically as a defense mechanism against herbivorous animals and whatnot. So tetrasperma meaning four-seeded. So yeah, that's the etymology of it. And I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a nice little aeroid, nice little house plant. I try not to get into the house plant stuff too much, but we here now, so let's make it do what it do. Alright, so boom. What I did was I put me some rocks in the bottom first, just to aid with drainage. A lot of people don't like putting rocks at the bottom of their stuff. That's something I've always done, so I continue to do it. With the only exception being if I got like a plant with sensitive roots. So like carnivorous, I don't put rocks at the bottom because sometimes rocks have minerals that they don't want if they got sensitive roots, like a carnivorous plant. I'm gonna put me some dirt in here. I just got a basic mix. So what I do with my dirt is, here, I'll show you. This is just a small sample of the dirt that I use in a much bigger container, but I use my own dirt, which is basically a mix of potting soil and perlite, and then stuff that I compost. So like any type of fruit material that I compost, that's a whole different conversation. But so it's basically like my mix, and it works for just about everything except for, like I said, plants with more sensitive roots. So I'm gonna throw some of that in there. I'm gonna throw this Rhaphidophora in there, and that'll be that, honestly. And it's crazy too, because if you notice the roots, they were kind of ready to expand a little bit anyway. So I think this repot is coming right on time. Now I don't want to disturb the roots too much, but I do want to encourage them to branch out a little bit. So that's why I'm kind of teasing them. But try not to disturb your roots too much if you're repotting, because especially if you got a plant that's like allocated and whatnot. And I'm actually kind of pot this off center a little bit, so I could throw my moss pole in without like messing up, you know what I'm saying, the feng shui. So boom, throw that off center, and then we just gonna fill it in with dirt basically. Alright, boom, that's that for real. So let me make sure the camera can see it. Boom, that's what it looked like. Alright. And I got a little dish in there to help it with drainage. And that's that. Now what I like to do is water my plant after I repot it, just to keep it from getting transplantation shock, or at least help to prevent transplantation shock. I'm not really too worried about this one getting plantation shock, just because I do this. And number two, I ain't really do too much with the roots, or it was a pretty easy repot. I put it that way. So I throw it, you know, some water in there, and I get ready for this moss pole. So yeah, that's on to the next one for that. All right, so here we go. We got coconut fiber, we got bamboo, and I'm gonna just try to like wrap it around and just see what it do from there. Oh, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna tie this at the end, just to keep it like from slipping. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then shoot, I might just wrap it. Six be saying I'm thirst trapping on these videos. I'm not thirsty. This is really how I be walking around. I'm not even, I mean, Six know that. Oh, follow Six at Black Women Being on YouTube and on Instagram. Oh, and before I forget, oh Lord, before I forget, shout out to Crime Pays But Botany Doesn't, man. That's actually my favorite channel on YouTube. And if you like stuff like this, you know, where people be talking about plants, that's the channel to check out, man. That dude, his plant IQ is crazy, and he's my favorite plant channel on YouTube. And he just commented on one of my videos, like literally like 3 days ago, dude. I was so surprised. So go give him a follow too. Check his content out, man. That dude is amazing when it comes to plants. I'm gonna just tie the other end, and that's that for real. For real, for real. Yeah. I got this burlap too. Initially I was debating whether I wanted to use this or not, but I actually am, because you know, this coconut fiber is a little bit, I want to keep it from like falling out. I'm gonna have this plant in the house, man. I'm trying to keep everything tidy, you know, so I'm gonna use this burlap to wrap around this, and then yeah, that's gonna be that. Oh, one more shout out too. I gotta shout out my homie Ahmed, day one homie from Alabama. So he put me on this app called iNaturalist, and it's supposed to help you like ID stuff, plants and animals in the wild. Stupid damn birds. So my neighbors got these birds, and they just be going off. So shout out to Ahmed though. So I'm gonna wrap this real quick, and that'll be that, honestly. Alright, so here's the finished product. As you can see, I just wrapped the burlap around the cocoa coir, and then I tied it around with this little twine. It's kind of janky, I'm not gonna hold you, but it's also the first time doing this, and for what I need it for, I'm actually not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. So and it's still getting the texture of the cocoa coir, you know, so it's nice. I think it's gonna trail up this real nice. I'll make some updates, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in that pot. I'll let y'all see what it looks like as like an after, and I'm gonna make one for my monstera too, because I got a big old monstera in there that needs something to climb on. So yeah, that's that. All right, boom, there we go. Ooh, light hitting it nice too. All right, so if you like stuff like that, I got a little bit more plant maintenance to do, starting with that cactus I showed y'all at the beginning of the video. So let me know if you like stuff like this, and we'll get into that too. If not, then it's back to our regularly scheduled program, because I'm trying to get back outside soon. So yeah, that's that. That's all I got. So holla at y'all later.